Yeah, yeah, yeah. Right down there. Yes. Yes, please start. Yeah.
Yeah. After me.
Can you give us a view? Shraddha, maybe mute. Mute the three. Go back. So you have one, two, three. Go back. Yeah, yeah. Next. Maybe next you are. This includes.
Yes, okay. Achha. Now it is open now.
Now it won't open now. Okay, yeah, so then it's fine. You can see that option stop live stream means it's live stream is happening. Cool, let's start then.
Okay.
Hmm.
Yes.
Good morning, fellow Toastmasters and dear guests. I am Saurav and I will be the sergeant at arms for today's meeting. I welcome you all to the 475th meeting of Eloquent Toastmasters Club. Toastmaster meeting has a MRP, mission, rule, and passion. Let me break down each of them. The first one is mission. Mission of our Toastmaster Club is to provide a supportive and positive learning experience in which members are empowered to develop their communications and leadership skills, resulting in greater self-confidence and personal growth. And talking about rules, the first rule is please turn off your mobile phones or put them on silent mode. For that, I will give you 10 seconds. Time up. The second rule is, as Toastmasters, we don't talk about sex, religion, and politics in a derogatory manner. The third rule is, please do not cross talk for online audience. Please put yourself on mute if you're not speaking. Turn off your video if you are stepping out of the meeting. This would help to avoid distractions for our speakers. Come to the passion. Eloquent is the fifth consecutive PDC. PDC means President Distinguished Club. Salute to the blood and sweat of the members and EC who have worked tirelessly to make it happen. Right now, I am handing the stage to the presiding officer. Right now, I am handing the stage to the presiding officer. Presiding officer, Toastmasters, over to you.
Good morning, everyone. Today, welcome to the 475th meeting of Eloquent Toastmasters, and a big round of applause for all of us. Thank you, Saurav, for the wonderful job and taking it up now, as always, in the last minute. Apologies to you for that. So since we are here on a Saturday morning, so let's make it fruitful. And I don't see we have a guest today, anybody joining us online. So I think we'll start with the team on session, okay? And let's welcome our team on, Mr. Anurag.
have just one speaker today, right?
Yes.
So I think I have all the world's time.
Yes.
Before starting with the theme of the day, even though I disclosed a couple of minutes, let me start with a small story. If you plant a tree today, it grows trees. Those trees turn into seeds. And when those seeds drop on the ground, that in turn grows more trees. So you will end up with a complete forest, not just one tree. So every effort that you're putting up over here, and if you do it consistently over a period of time, you will have remarkable results. The theme for the today is such a wonderful one. I wish if someone has told me when I was in mid-20s, I would have become a millionaire now. Okay. We should wait.
You can start.
We can
Share your opinion. That's all.
So before going further into that, let me tell you another beautiful story you might have heard early in your childhood. In ancient India, there was a wise sage who someone says developed the game of chess. Okay. The emperor was so much impressed with the sage, he offered him some rewards for that. Even though the sage was a bit hesitant, he says, I'm living a very limited means of life. I don't have much needs. But when the emperor insisted, all he asked is, from the game of chess, just put one piece of grain on the first square, double it on the second, and keep doubling it till the 64th there. To make you understand the logic of it, let me put over here. One piece of grain on first scale. When we are shifting from one scale to other scale, I just double it. Two pieces of grain, I place it over in the scale number 2. By the time I will reach 20th scale position on the chessboard, it will require almost 500 million pieces of grains. And if we continue the same exercise, let's go till 40th scale here. Then can you imagine how many pieces of grains will be required? Any random guess? Any? Okay, let me share with you. Yeah, it's about a billion, approximately billion pieces. And by the time you will reach the last scale of the chessboard, the amount of grains that will be required will be ever produced in the history of humankind. This is the form of compound. We all have learned that in our academic simple interest, compound interest, but that all was from the practical point of view. But today, the practical aspect I'll show you in the system. It will really, you wish, I will say, you should start it as early as possible. In the interest of time, let's move to the other sections of the meeting. Even though we don't have a guest, let me reiterate what are the sections that we're covering in today's meeting. The first will be prepared speech section, in which the Toastmasters will give speech based on their chosen pathways and the projects. That is the first section over here. The second section is the most interesting and the intrinsic part. We call it table topics or sometimes impromptu sections, where you will be given a topic on the spot and you have to speak on it for a minute or two. That's the most exciting part. It's very close to my heart. And the last and the final section is the evaluation section. All the phases we go through the meeting will be evaluated. And to help me in this, I have a general evaluator of the day, and today's evaluator is Toastmaster Vishal. Toastmaster, ADUS.
Thank you, Toastmaster Anurag. Welcome to Toastmaster Feed. I see you have joined online. So good morning and thanks for joining. So good morning, fellow Toastmasters and dear guests. Today I will be playing the role of the general evaluator. Before explaining my role and my tag team and what we'll be going to do throughout the entire meeting, I just want to share a very small story with all of you. So once in a classroom, a teacher shared a blank sheet of paper with a black dot in the middle of the sheet with every student in the class. Teacher asked all of them later on that what did you understand, why I have given you this sheet, and what is your interpretation of what exactly is in the sheet. Everybody in the class responded that we have one sheet where we have the black dot in the middle. Now, nobody said that there's a lot of white space around that white dot because everybody was focusing on what is there in the center and not on what's around it. So I think in life also we generally tend to focus a little bit more on the negative aspects or the areas we need to improve, though it's very important. But at the same time, we should also appreciate what we are doing well in our life. So today I'll be taking the notes for everything that goes in the meeting, how we are conducting the meeting, how role players are playing the roles, how the speakers who come on the stage are speaking, and I'll be giving a complete picture of what we did well and what we could have improved. And also, I'm not going to be a strict invigilator, just like we used to have in our school, where if the invigilator will find it cheating, he will like -2 or -4 of your sheet. I'm just going to observe everything very silently and maybe just think of me as your local chaiwala. I'm just hearing what you are discussing about your work, about your boss, and I'll just lead in with my feedback later on. Nothing more than that. And every great evaluation is incomplete. Every leadership journey is incomplete without an amazing team. And to help me in this entire role today, I have my tag team, which is of timer, counter, and grammarian. To start with, I would like to ask our timer for the day, Toastmaster Saurabh, to come on the stage and explain his role. You are your start.
Thank you, Toastmaster Vishal. Good morning, everyone. Have you ever noticed how time never walks, whether you are ready or not? The clock is ticking, ticking, ticking. Today, I'm your timer, and my role is to help every speaker respect and manage their speaking time. Let me tell you about timing rules. There are 3 sections in the meeting. The first section is for prepared speeches. The time duration is 5 to 7 minutes. At 5 minutes, I will show this green card. At 6 minutes, I will show this yellow card. At last, in 7 minutes, I will display this red card. It means you have to stop it, and I will continue to show until you quit. And the second section is for table topics. The time duration is 1 to 2 minutes. For 1 minute, the green card will appear, and for 1 minute 30 seconds, this yellow card will appear, and at last max 2 minutes, again this red card will appear in front of your eyes. It means you have to stop, and I will continue showing this red card until you quit. And the last section, the time for evaluators, the time duration is 2 to 3 minutes. Green card at 2 minutes. At 2 minutes 30 seconds, again this yellow card will appear. At last, in 3 minutes, this red card again will appear in front of your eyes. It means you have to stop and you have to quit. And at last, I will present my all detailed timing report once calling my Toastmaster and General Secretary Vishal. Thank you.
First of all, a huge shout out to Toastmaster Saurabh. I think everyone is government. He always makes sure that we take one or the other role, and he has done a great job. Takes take role in every meeting. So, great shout to you. Moving on, we have a debutant role player today. So, Toastmaster Vivek has recently joined our club, and he has been so great that he has decided to take the role of our counter today. So, Toastmaster Vivek, I would like you to introduce your role.
So, hi, good morning, everyone. So I have taken up the role of the accountant. So the purpose of the role is to help avoiding minimizing use of filler word, or we can say word variances. So filler word includes which I am using currently, and such phrases like basically, like, Okay, so as an accountant, I will listen carefully all your speeches and note down the filler words used by you. So at the end of evaluation, I will present my reports highlighting highlighting the number of filler words used by all. And so the purpose of this role that you can all give your messages very impactfully. And I will suggest that whenever you are whenever you are have any stuck of your thoughts and you are using filler words, then you should just pause and start and think again, and then resume your speech. So thank you.
Any round of applause for each participant as well. Vivek, thank you so much for taking this role. I mean, I was sitting here, I was looking left and right and thinking who can take this role. I just asked once to Vivek if you can pick it up, and he was grateful enough to say that yes, I'm happy to do it. So thank you so much. Great job. Now, moving on to the final role as a part of my tag team, we have the grammarian Dikshita, who will explain about his role. Dikshita.
Hi everybody, today I will be taking the role of the grammarian. So basically I will be taking the notes of the good and the not so good uses of grammar. So let me give an example. So yesterday I was in a meeting, okay, and there were a lot of people, maybe 10 to 12 people, and there was just one person at a very senior position. She was trying to explain a particular situation. So instead of asking someone to pitch in, she's like, can you just throw some sentences? This is not the right way to say it. And so many people, you could have said like pitch in, or you can add few sentences, what your thoughts on it, right? But instead of that, she's like, throw some sentences. So today, I'll be the one who's taking a note of all the good and the bad uses of grammar. And as a grammarian, it's my duty to introduce the word and the idiom of the day. And the word of the day is empower. For example, it's like having an authority or giving a power to power. So basically, we should all empower ourselves and take care of our lives. And the word of the day is penny for your thoughts. It's like requesting someone what is their thought going on their mind. Supposedly, for example, British is sitting quietly. So what's your penny for thoughts? So it's like, what is he thinking? Okay, so I just jot down the idiom of the day and the word of the day on the board, as well as I'll post in the group. Thank you all.
Thank you, Dr. Just to add one more thing for the grammarian role, we encourage anybody who comes on the stage to use word of the day and the idiom of the day. And whenever anybody uses it, we appreciate that. We try to empower them by showing the thumbs up. So I hope all of you will use it when you come on the stage. With that, I will hand over the stage back to our team lead.
Thank you, Mr. Vishal, for beautifully explaining your role. And Toastmaster Vishal, you will have a huge shoes to fill in. You have taken the role of what the Toastmaster Vishal used to do it, taking them. Okay, before we proceed with the first speaker of the day, let me share with you one more thing. The compounding does not only affect the note.
Yeah.
Dikshita, could you lower the camera right now? I can't. I can see relatively lesser portion. Yeah, this is better. Thank you.
Thank you.
So as I was telling you, this power of compounding does not affect only the financial methods. Every time you come on the stage, it compounds your speaking skills. Every time you work on your evaluation skills, it further polishes your communication. So this compounding works everywhere. Now it's time to call on the stage the first speaker of the day, Toastmaster Pritesh. Sorry, let me call first the evaluator of the Toastmaster Pritesh, Toastmaster Shiva.
Greetings, fellow Toastmasters and your guests. So I will be evaluating the speech of Toastmaster Pritesh. Before going on that, allow me to tell you a bit about him and his project. Toastmaster Pritesh works around facts and information. Yes, he is a lawyer by profession. He's all set to deliver his project 4 of level 1, which is part of the pathways persuasive influence. So without further ado, allow me to call upon Toastmaster Pritesh. Let's just buckle up and ready for it. Back to you, Toastmaster Pritesh.
Toastmaster Pritesh, the chase begins. The chase begins, Toastmaster Pritesh.
We start by this name of all who chairs. Pathan. Yes, ma'am. There's a mission, should we choose or we accept? Underwood Dawn, Vijay. Underwood Dawn Vijay has a gold plate on his inside his back. That gold plate is 10,000 crores. If he smuggles it out of India and takes it to Sri Lanka, you will be sacked. So take it easy, and take it hard. And I'm sending Tom Cruise, Ethan Hunt, to hunt Dawn and to hunt the gold plate. Okay. My signature step. Roma. Common. I told you to bring one bag. Where is that bag? That bag contains. But bag contains 10,000 crores of gold. I need that bag. Do you actually know? Do you actually know what's there in this bag? No. I just mentioned 10,000 crores of gold. Here it is. Boom. Ladies and gentlemen, you are watching Times Now. I am Arnab Goswami, the only Goswami in this world, bringing you the latest breaking news. A fire was heard in NGF Metropolis Mall, Indian excavator. And according to me, according to our sources, it was dawn. So we have panelists inside, both inside our head and outside our head. I would like to introduce one panelist, DCP De Silva. DCP De Silva, over to you. Arnab, allow me to speak. DCP De Silva, over to you. Arnab, allow me to speak. DCP De Silva, over to you. According to me, DCP, I'm speaking, Arnab. I'm speaking. De Silva, Arnab, I am speaking. Allow me to complete. Please complete. Yes, your news is correct. He was seen with 10,000 crores of gold smuggling out of India, and he will take back to Sri Lanka any day. Okay, thank you very much. Next panelist, Brigadier General Bakshi. General Bakshi, over to you. Who do you think is behind this? Pakistan. It is only and only Pakistan. Pakistan was born in 1947, but even if it was not born in 1947, I would have still mentioned the name Pakistan. It was Pakistan. Let me watch some other news channels. Radio. Remote. क्योंकि सास की कभी बहू because mother-in-law had been before daughter-in-law. Next time. कसौटी जिंदगी की कसौटी जिंदगी की not voting. On. After all, you are gone. Not Don De Silva. Who are you? Who are you? Pathan. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Let me complete the remaining. Dun, 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 dun. Ta-ta, ta-ta. Ta-ta, ta, 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 ta. De Silva, the time is already over. You have 2 minutes to surrender. Maximum 2 minutes to surrender. Don't you have to. Do you even know how to pick a gun? Your hands are shaking terribly. That's nervousness. Because of, not because of you, because of grammarian after and time was sitting above my head. Send Mr. Cruz and let's see who wins and let's fight it down. I bring Tiger, you bring Tom Cruise. Let's do action scenes. Let's see who wins. Come on, BCP. What is learning from me? Come on, this will not get out. This will not. 14 women, 14 women, 10 bullets of 12 countries. He is beyond my control. Hands up, Dawn. Roma. Take out the gold plate. I don't have any free time. How many police how many police of this, which all countries? Sweden. Sweden? Japan. Come on. Better luck next time. India. Come on. Better luck next time. Japan. Check the gold plate and see. And let's not get out of it. There, thank you. Thank you.
So the various and so on. You might know what I was telling to you. Well done, top 10. And as I think someone evaluator will tell you during the evaluation period. I'm not sure whether he was able to pan down or he was also completely absorbed. So guys, as discussed with you, I will share with you something the interesting facts about the compounding, which really has a lot with our life. One of the CA is also here, so he can also share his inputs. So before going into that, you need to understand one thing. Okay, tell me one thing. Whenever you put some fixed deposits in the banks, what is the rate of interest that you get?
Depends on the number, on the month,
6.5,
5, 4 as well, depending on the month.
yeah, depending on the month,
How many duration?
we can use 5 to 7.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'll write to, yeah. 7 plus 6. Okay. It's for example, bank deposits. I'll say you're doing some FDs or something like that. Do you know what is the rate of, for example, if you are investing in the stocks? I know by hearing the stock terms, you say something, You may lose out your money as well there. There is some, uncertainties involved over there. But that is if you go with the individual stocks over there. If company is not performing, some fraud comes out of it, or other regulating factors that impact on it. But I'm not talking about any individual stocks over here. I'm talking about the broad index piece. Index means you are just, investing in a group of companies and they are giving you certain percentage out of it. So if we consider, for example, our index, this share market started in 1995 or little beyond that, something like that. The average amount of interest that we have got out of it is 12 to 14%. It's average, irrespective of either there's a financial crisis or something like that. But the average rate of return that we see is 12 to 14%. 12 to 14%. So this is with respect to index funds, not any direct equity and some. The safest as safe as you made before this was there. If index goes, it may be down for 1 or 2 years, but eventually it gets even out and it comes to the mean. And the mean ranges between 12% to 14%. Right? We are clear with this. Now let me move to something online here. Vishal, you can do it on here. I need to share my screen. So I want you all of you to look into that big screen. See guys, I'm here in the growth rate calculator. So I'm just removing the numbers that are already over here. For example, if someone starts with a monthly investment with a very minimal amount, we'll start with, let's suppose everyone can save at least 3,000 per month. Very minimum. 3,000 amount. And rate of return I'm keeping as per the index, 12%. That's the minimum you will get it. But if you will move to little bit, mutual funds or something that can range something between 14 to 16, 17. So we'll start with the minimum amount. Let's suppose the tenure that we are using over here is 10 years for a minimum of 10 period. The figure that comes out over here, your total investment amount will be 3,60,000. The returns that you are getting out of it is 3,12,000 and overall value it becomes the 6,72,000. Right? Now let me maybe a little bit over here. Let's suppose I'm keeping the monthly investment as same. I'm keeping the rate of return as same. I'm just increasing the time horizon here. Let me move to 15 years. Now you can see, now your investment amount is 5,40,000. The returns and total value becomes to 14,27,000. Now let me increase this figure. I'm going with the fixed monthly amount and return for a certain reason. I'll tell you why. You are still maintaining 3,000. You are just increasing your time horizon. We are making it to 25,000. So if someone starts now at the age of in his mid-20s and you continue investing for next 25 years, just 3,000. 3,000 won't have any value, 10 years down the line. Even it don't have today, but just considering, it will turn out to be 51 lakhs. Yeah. Let's move to a little bit more aggressive. With growing economy like India, if we are just going with 12%, it is too less. Let's little bit increase it. Let's move to the higher threshold. 12 to 14%, we are going to, let's suppose I'm taking 50,000. Yeah. Same horizon, same investment amount. Now it turns out to be 82 lakhs. Your net investment will be 9 lakhs, but it turns to be 82 lakhs after this period. Now let's just consider in today's age, I can, save more amount, not 3,000. I'll go with 10,000 per month SIP with a 15% rate of interest for the next 25 years. It comes out to be 20 million, 2 crore 75 lakhs, 2.7 million basically. See, your net investment was just 30 lakhs, but it turns out to be this much. And investing 10,000, the salary amount of salary, the people who are working in the corporate is again very minuscule over here. But if you still go with the same amount, you will have this threshold. If someone who is, preparing for his retirement life, starting his life at the age of 25, by 50, when you turn out to 50 retirement, you need a huge corpus. This is the best way. You don't need to make big investment in either of the things. You will automatically get this much amount. Now let's suppose, now I'm not changing, I'm making it just 30,000. Someone wants to invest for their next generation. For example, you are getting married by 30. Let's suppose 25 to 30. You want when my kid will be 25 for 30, what amount he should have? This is for next generation, 25, let's suppose. You would also be able to make use of it. And
You will simplify that.
see the amount. 11 CR. I'm just investing 10,000. And I'm investing 10,000. Another important point over here is I'm just keeping the rate of return very moderate, 50%. We have very growing economy. We are supposed to, increase by many folds in the next 2 decades over there. The rate of returns will be high. And little bit, if you are smart, you have to diversify your investment in mutual funds and other investment, other assets as well. So it will be much higher here. Now, before I call this off, let me move to a final figure that I generally make and play around many times. So I am going with 20,000. For the same rate of return, time period is 35 years. So my net investment turns around to be 84 lakhs that I will do over the period of 35 years. We have to calculate how many digits are here. Okay, let's keep it 15 only. 15 is there. The basic thing that I'm making here is this thing. Time period has the most impact here. $20,000, 15% for a time horizon of 40 years. You will have 46 years. Interesting?
Value of money will also go down, right? I have to see something.
Yeah, you can take it into consideration, but we are still thinking if 40 CR will be, let's suppose it will become 30 CR at that point of time.
Effectively 10%.
You can take it 10%. Yeah.
Still, Anurag has made us millionaires.
Today's
I love
meeting,
this
today's meeting.
Yeah, I love this.
Not is listening all.
Yeah. Don't will talk. Yeah.
Yeah, actually, I want to show you one thing more. Now, let's have another flavor of it. For example, you are already retired and you have certain corporates that you get when you get retired, right? So, for example, you are having 50 lakhs. This is 50 lakhs, right? You are just putting up in the mutual fund or this index fund, and your monthly expenditure is around 40,000, suppose. your homely, because by 50, when you get retired, you have your home. I'm assuming we have a decent lifestyle, we are maintaining it, and it's just required to sustain it with 40,000 monthly income. So I'm putting 40,000 here. And rate of return, for example, we are putting in the asset class that gives us just 14 to 15%. Again, index fund, the safest bet. No individual stocks, no hard stock bets over here. So if I'll come down and let's call, I want to keep it for a period of another 15 to 20 years. Because I'm retired, I don't have. Okay, I'll just keep in the corpus. So the net investment, you started with 50 lakhs, right? That's what we put it down. With considering 40,000 you are withdrawing per thing, you will increase it with 10% over a year, consider the inflation as well. We will consider that as well. So total withdrawal will be 96,000, but still you will be left with 2 crore 93 lakhs. Now you can ask me why. The rate of return, the rate of withdrawal is less. For example, you are withdrawing by the rate of 8%. Suppose I'm giving just 40,000 it becomes. But the rate of interest that is coming over here is at the rate of 15%.
Right.
So eventually you will end up with more amount. You are withdrawing in all those years, 20 years, 40,000. Still, final corpus that is in your account is 2 lakh and 93,000. 2 crores and 93 lakhs. So guys, that's the power of compounding. No one shows us this grow or some calculator when we were in the academics. They just have simple interest formula and compounding formula. We remain restricted to it. We can still start. Many of you are interested. I'm just talking about me. We have to start a little later. So with this, now next time to move to the next section of the meeting, that's the most interesting and various table topics. But before going into that, we have two lovely guests here. So I will request them to introduce yourself and from there you follow about our club's name. And anything you comes up with, certain target and what brought you here, basically your perspective. Yeah. You can come here if possible.
Yeah,
yes, Ashish.
Yeah, we can have the intro thereafter.
Okay, sure. Yes.
Hello everyone, my name is Raj. I am a chartered accountant by profession. Yes. Oh wow! So I was in the WhatsApp group, so I heard someone is a chartered accountant.
Yes.
Okay, hi. She's also a chartered accountant. She's my friend.
Fine.
So basically, I'm from Gurgaon. So I'm working here. So I recently joined a new organization. So prior to that, I was in Hyderabad working with Aurobindo Pharma Limited for 3 years under finance. So what brings me here is, of course, I have my cousin sister who is a Toastmaster here. Her name is Shraddha Barodia. I think she has joined some Delhi club. I'm not aware of the exact name. So basically, I was talking about with her on the topic I'll talk about a chartered accountant life. So I feel a chartered accountant, sometimes lacks in communication skills. So I was discussing with her, so introduced me the stock market. There's a good discussion going on. There's your all your hesitation, speaking in public goes around. So I think so that was the reason I wanted to try Toastmasters. So that is the reason why I'm here. And yeah, so that is pretty much about.
Now let's go over guest number 2.
Hello everyone, myself Bharti Gupta, and this year I am also qualified chartered accountant working with Siemens. So Toastmaster, basically I'm coming from little bit small town, I have got divided. So I was actually looking for something where I can go physically interact with people, but Vivad is not offering that much right now. So he just heard from his cousin sister and mentioned to me, and I was like, okay, we are joining. Because obviously, as you mentioned, chartered accountants are more into finance and SIP and everything and compounding, but not very much, not growing in the communication skills as the world requires. Because we are communicating, but not in a way that our job requires. So that is the purpose.
It was great honor for me, to tell the topic of the whole. This is so much. So Ashish has some interesting things to share. Ashish, over to you.
Yeah. So I sent it in the group. I think perhaps you guys have not seen it. I can share a speech if the time permits, and there is one evaluator which you guys can arrange.
Yes.
I think yes, yeah, we can have a slot for you. So you can start if you are ready.
Yeah. So if you can bring the evaluator and share the purpose, etc., I'm ready.
Okay.
You can.
You are giving me command. Has he shared something?
Yeah, he has shared something, yeah.
In the chat, I think he has shared, right?
If no, the details are in the guest group, in the members group. Sorry.
I'm not this one.
Okay.
The objective is mentioned, right, about mentoring and strategy.
Yeah.
Okay, let me call on stage the next speaker of the day. Before calling him, let me introduce the speech objectives. The purpose of this project is to clearly define how Toastmaster envisions mentoring. The time allotted is 5 to 7 minutes. Over to you, Toastmaster Ashish.
You can announce the title. Toastmaster Rag. That is a spark.
Okay. Toastmaster Ashish, a spark Toastmaster Ashish.
Quick audio video check. Am I properly visible and audible?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Yeah. Imagine you had a genie and you could ask him to grant one wish. What wish would you ask for? The offline audience, what is that wish you would ask for if you were to ask for one wish from a genie?
Whatever I wish, that wish should be true.
Oh, that's interesting. And I guess it was Vishal, and my wish was also something very similar. When I was a child, I used to love this series which was called Dream of a Genie. And in that, a lovely and a beautiful genie used to bring all his master's wishes to be true. And I always thought that I should have a genie like this. But as my life progressed, by the time I was turning into my teens, through my dedicated effort, I managed to score a distinction in the subject of flying kites and playing video games. Oh, yes, I wasn't doing well in study at all. And as a punishment, my parents turned a villain when they admitted me in an all boys school. Imagine I heard my dream of a genie broken. My interest in the studies fell dramatically, and the inevitable happened. I failed my maths exam. As a punishment, I was asked to join that dingy tuition room. I was sitting in those benches, disinterested completely. And one of these days, guess what happened? A beautiful girl entered that room. And she was our next student in that tuition class. And to my surprise, that girl looked so very similar to the genie of my dreams. Suddenly, my interest in studies went up, and a math failed student soon became a rank holder chartered accountant. When I reflect on that particular experience, I am clear on one thing. that in order to do well in life, in order to have that inspiration, we don't need big, big things. All we need is a little spark of inspiration. And throughout my life, I have been searching for that genie again and again. 5 years ago, when I entered Toastmasters, guess what I was looking for? My genie. And I found one into the mentors of the Toastmasters. While the gender may be different, or even the faces might be different, those mentors are the genies who help us reach our communication and leadership goals. And I have been lucky one. Even in last 1 year, I was assigned a couple of mentors when I was working on the international speech contest. And I observed what they were doing very, very closely. Today, I'll be sharing with all of you 5 key learning which I drew having been mentored on my speech contest. First thing that my mentor helped me is to set my goals. You might think that's pretty simple. The goal is to win the contest, but it is not so. Actually, in a Toastmaster speech contest, goal is just to improve and share your story rather than chasing for that trophy. And that helped me tremendously in order to get mental clarity. So first thing first, one need to set our goal. What is it we are trying to work on? Second, partner with amazing souls. While a mentor may not be expert on every topic, they help you find the experts so that you are able to work on your goals. Third is appreciation. Whosoever is mentoring, it's very, very important to appreciate your mentee. A lot of time, negativity inside us takes over and kills the motivation of us, just like it happened to me when I was young. But that mentor, that spark, that inspiration help us gain that self confidence, help us gain that energy which keeps us going. The next bit is to remind us again and again to focus on what we can control. All of you would have heard about a couple of things: circle of influence and the circle of concern. We can never win in circle of concern. All what we can focus on is that circle of influence. And our mentor help us by reminding us to keep focusing on that. And last but not the least is to keep going even if the steps are small. We know that journey is never easy. It's always full of challenges through our lives, through our personal space, through our workspace. And we have to make sure that we are continuing our progress step by step, rep by rep, day by day. This whole gets coined as set your goal, partner with amazing souls, appreciate, do not self troll, remind yourself to focus on what you can control and keep going even if steps are small. SPARK. The spark of inspiration is what I learned, kept me going. And here I am, after achieving so much of a success, which I perhaps could not have even imagined that I was able to achieve in last 1 year. And the credit of that goes to all my mentors. To summarize what I want to leave with all of you, that you do not always chase for someone who's perfect. Even your mentor perhaps is not going to be perfect. But that fellow can be a spark of inspiration, the spark of knowledge, the spark of success in your life. Back to you, Tiago.
Thank you, Toastmaster Ashish, for such a charged speech. Thank you, guys. Now it's time to shift to the next section of our today's meeting, next session. And it's impromptu speech, where even the regular members as well as guests can speak 5 minutes or two. So rest of the explanation will be given by our TTM of the day, Toastmaster.
Hello everyone, hello Toastmasters and fellow guests. So this is actually my first time that I'm taking up this role of Table Topic Masters, and it's almost been 1.5 months since I have been part of this club and have been regular to these meetings. So I just briefly want to touch upon my experience of these past 1.5 months. You know, how I have actually witnessed people and a community where you can actually grow without a fear, where you can learn from so much amazing people that you will, every time you went back from the session, you end up saying that you have learned something. I just want to, start by appreciating the EC who has put in so many efforts to make this club so special. So, like, I remember last to last meeting, like they were sharing a lot of these trophies. I could not relate too much to it, but I could see the efforts that has gone into it and how much difficult it is to get those trophies. And that is not possible without all the hard work that all the EC members, we have Dikshita, we have Vishal present here, like, and we have Sharon, all the other EC members without whom it would not have been possible. Then some of the amazing speakers, right? So I was hearing Pritish for the first time. More than speech, just within 15 minutes, he was able to convey a message, a kind of short movie to all of us. Is something amazing. It needs a lot of courage to try something new. Then we have Saurav, who always, volunteer for different roles. He's always ready. I think he just bought a new role of Sergeant at Arms just 30 minutes back, and he accepted that. Then we have Vivek. He just, I think he's first or second Toastmasters meeting, and he has taken up the role of our counter just within 5 minutes. And I have been hearing this like Toastmaster Shivam. Toastmaster Shivam has given like so many good feedbacks. So I remember like earlier also he was evaluating a speech. So observing someone and giving him the real feedback is very difficult. So in all, it has been a wonderful experience for me. So yeah, now I'd like to move on. So to start with, I would just like to first ask all of you this simple question. What do you think is one quality that helps most in influencing people? What is that one quality that helps in influencing others? Maybe it's your boss, maybe at people at your in your relationship, at work, confidence, communication,
Active listening that the other heard. Empathy.
yeah, right. Anything else?
And you should be complete and concise than what you are saying.
Right, yeah. Anything else? So I just want you to ponder on this one point. Like, whenever, like, just remember whosoever we have got influence with, right? So there is this common factor that we always like that person, whosoever is. So likability of that person or that event is a very important factor that eventually brings up that you start accepting or getting persuaded from that person, right? So how this liking come up is through, so there is this very famous book from Dale Carnegie, How to Win Friends and Influence People. So one of the very big lesson that he shares is genuine appreciation to others is something that helps you win likability of others. And I have been searching from on the chat GPT, like what was that like whole concept about. So he mentioned these three words which stuck to my mind. People crave for genuine appreciation. So we are built in such a way that when someone truly appreciates you for some quality, we automatically start building a rapport or kind of a likability towards that person. So that's exactly what's going to be theme for today Table Topic Masters. So I'll be giving you topics around these where I'll ask you to appreciate certain things around you. So I'll also give you, you can take 20 to 30 seconds to think about it, and then you can present. So the rules are simple. Just for the guests, I can reiterate. So the timing is 1 to 2 minutes. So I'll be giving the topic. You can think for 20 to 30 seconds, and you have to wrap up your speech topic in 1 to 2 minutes. Right? So who would like to volunteer for the first? So I'll keep like the easy for the one who volunteer for the first row.
Toastmaster, we can start with Toastmaster.
Every time somebody like calls out my name, then I have to start.
But I guess can see that. So, next up, it will be the guest.
Yeah, I mean, I know I'm not going to win it because our bag is sitting here, but yeah, no points and pot title.
Okay. Toastmaster Vishal, your topic is appreciation for humans. Appreciation for your five Toastmaster Vishal.
All right. Thank you, Toastmasterism, for that interesting topic. The session is being recorded, right? Okay. So yeah, I need to be quite picky with the word that I choose. I think I'll go back a little bit to maybe 30 minutes back when I introduced my role of the general evaluator. If you remember, I shared a story about the teacher sharing a white piece of paper with a black dot in between that. In life, again, we are very open and we are very eager to share the improvement points to people. But I think when it comes to showing some appreciation, we hesitate a lot. And I think that might be a cultural thing, because I think in India, people are not very vocal when it comes to expressing love to their loved ones, to their family members or anybody else. But if you look at the Western nations, people are very open and they keep on telling the other people how they love them. So I think appreciation is pretty important. I'll come back to the topic in a while, but even the people that we work with, it's good to show the appreciation. There are different ways in which you can show the appreciation in front of other people. If you can share appreciation, that is good, because that gives a lot of confidence to other people. So I think, yeah, it's good to show appreciation, be vocal about it, irrespective of who you are showing it to. And most importantly, with wife, with whom you live every single day, you cannot afford to not show the appreciation. One thing which I started doing probably 4 or 5 months back, and then maybe it went into the wilderness, was that I told my wife that every single day we take a walk after the dinner and we have to tell each other one good thing about the other person. We don't have to spend a lot of time on it, just any random thing that comes to mind. Maybe if the partner has helped me to eat something, prepare something, or even my partner got me water to drink, that can be an appreciation. So in a nutshell, you should appreciate the people around you. Don't think a lot about what makes sense, what does not, but be vocal about it. We have limited life on this planet, so make the most out of it.
Thank you, Toastmaster Vishal. Everything was also diplomatic, so you get very little time on the topic, and yeah, but it was really wonderful, and thanks for volunteering. So who would like to come next?
Yes.
Toastmaster Vivek, your topic is genuine appreciation for your manager. Genuine appreciation for your manager. Toastmaster.
Thank you so much. It's very rare that we genuinely appreciate the managers.
Yeah.
So I have been received a topic, but yeah, honestly, in my experience, I have had very good managers, which I genuinely appreciate. I don't appreciate them while taking it and all, because sometimes you find any seniors or managers in your offices, which you can have spark from them, and you can empower yourself by learning from your managers. So I think and it's also required for the managers also that your reporting should be appreciating you genuinely, not just taking out. Okay, and because like I am having 6 years of experience, so my managers would be having experience of more than 12 years. Okay, so he knows that what is genuine appreciation and what is the whenever I'm faking and whenever I'm doing just buttering and so he knows the difference. So I think so that is the also that also depends on the managers also that he don't appreciate the person who is just buttering and don't speak the truth. So I suppose yeah. So therefore managers like if we are growing and we are managers now and we should be giving comfort to our reportees that feedback should be genuine and so this was
Toastmaster Vivek. I think this is the most complex relationship and most difficult one to appreciate all of us. So yeah, so for who would like to come next? Gen can also come. Yeah.
Timer. It's for time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, 1 minute and at 1 minute, 30 seconds, I will show you yellow. At the back 2 minutes, I will show red part. You still have 30 seconds to cooperate after that.
At max, you can leverage 2 minutes and 30 seconds. You have to continue feeling that.
Hey, I'm going to try. Don't worry.
Yeah, try.
Yeah, okay, try. It will be a very simple topic. Yeah, go ahead.
Great.
Come on. Great.
Toastmaster Bharti, your topic is genuine appreciation for your best friend. Genuine appreciation for your best friend, Toastmaster Bharti.
So, first of all, I should mention he is one of my best friends, Siddharth Karupya. So, first of all, we should know the background how we met. So we have started to know each other by a word, excuse me. I have first of all said excuse me. He was watching one of the costing classes from Satish Jalan. So and you can relate.
Yeah.
So we met in our articleship firm, Grant Thornton. So we have seen a lot of things together. I mean, his final examinations, my final examinations, waking him up at the fort. I mean, I'm not even appearing for the exam, but I'm setting up alarm for myself and waking him up, and then he also cheering me up. He is his routine is very tight at the time of his examination. My routine is very tight at the time of my examination. Even we take out the times to motivate each other, to take the doubts of each other, and to not just for the knowledge topics or the topics of our studies, but to even because at that time we go through a lot because I mean CA final examination are not the easy one to appear for. So in that way we help each other a lot in our difficult times or in the time when we are appearing for any of the exams. And then after that part we started to encourage each other for going more ahead in the life. I mean, maybe in terms of how we need to, as we are growing up, we are moving towards a responsible life, how to deal with the family problems and how to. I mean, obviously, he cannot just say avoid it, but he knows this is all good. It will get better. Let's meet and have a talk about it. So, in that way, we help each other. So, genuine appreciation.
It was a wonderful effort. Like I think it was your first time, and I would say it's a like very good speech. So yeah, Siddharth, you come next. Master Siddharth. Your topic is genuine appreciation for a family. Genuine appreciation for a family. Master Siddharth.
I have one family member with whom I generally share my professional advice. So in Hindi we call him Mama. So I have my Mama with whom I take all the advices. So recently I switched my new company. So initially I had 2 offers in hand. So I had a lot of discussion with him, all the pros, cons. He was very genuine. So in case any, he has any kind of negative point for any company or for me as well. So he generally shares and I take it very positively. Like I think so he's only
one of my family member with whom I can, have a professional consultancy kind of things. During my articleship also, so I used to interact with him. I used to discuss with him like what are the challenges I'm facing. So he's very open, he's very cool as well. He do this kind of things, and if in case my managers are initially, so I'm not in a habit like I used to listen from my managers, so I get upset a lot. So initially he was like, tell me solutions like generally, to in order to cool me, cool me. He used to tell me, hear from one ear and let it out from another. The managers are meant to, scold you and tell you things. So I'm very, thankful. Like I'm having my, family member who is very helpful in my professional career as well. So yeah, that's it.
Thank you for So I think the way you were speaking, it was showing your passion, their appreciation for your Mamaji, I would say. So yeah, it was really great. So who would come next? Yeah, sure. Toastmaster Shivam, your topic is genuine appreciation for your Toastmaster, any of the Toastmasters.
You table topics master.
Yeah.
Toastmaster Vilhelm. To me, appreciating a single Toastmaster is too little, because here in this Toastmaster environment we get to learn from a lot of people. Let's start with the Toastmaster Dikshita. So the one thing I have observed in her is the way she get connected with others, and the way she makes them comfortable in taking up roles, in pushing their limits, is something I have learned from her. Along with that, talking about Toastmaster Vishal, so to come up with something new is something I would say I have observed in you, and is something I will take it as a takeaway for me. Now coming on to Toastmaster Saurabh. So persistence is something the word I would use for you. You were always eager to take up roles and very well performing your responsibilities as well. Then coming to Toastmaster Anurag, to be more concise and to the point is something I've observed and learned from you. And then talking about Pradesh, so to create something humorous and to create a humorous environment and a friendly environment, and to express your words and ideas and adding humor to it is something I have basically seen you imparting, and that's something I would like to put up here, and that is something I take it as a takeaway for myself. So this is, and there are some more names, and it would be mean to, I would be mean if I'm not mentioning them. When let's say Ashish, he's more like a well experienced Toastmaster, bringing on a variety of things I've mentioned here. He's sometimes humorous, sometimes creating a calm and warm environment for new people to come and perform over here. Toastmaster Sharad, he is very much friendly and very much responsible, and the same could be said for Toastmaster Yatin as well. So yes, I would say it is not like the appreciating a single person. It's more like appreciating everyone and taking and learning from everyone around me when it comes to talking about the eloquent Toastmasters. Thank you.
And I think they say that the body language also speaks. And when I'm using this term, genuine appreciation. So this genuine was reflecting from your face and the way you were speaking. Your body language was conveying that. So I think who would like to come next?
Right.
One second, a difficult one for you. Genuine appreciation for your enemy. Genuine appreciation for your enemy.
Thank you for this wonderful topic. And I will not say it's a very tough topic because I was just thinking about it. And I would like to talk about this particular person. It's not my enemy. Okay. But since I have joined this new team and this team has close to like 15 to 16 people. Okay. And if I see this team, that almost like 6 to 7 people who are already veterans. Okay. If I see veterans, they are there in this product for more than a decade. There's one person I just cannot get along, okay? But I would love to appreciate him every day when I just don't want to speak to him. But then I appreciate one thing, the few things about this person, definitely. Like this one person, he's not going to do his work, okay? He always runs away from the work, but the client trusts him because he has the convincing part, okay? There's one work he has been assigned, it's more than a year, he's been delaying, but hats off that to guy. Every meeting, every day, he has a great excuse, and I'm like blown away with this. And right now, both of us working in audit, and we are stuck in a major part where he's blaming me. Still, I'm appreciating him because he has the guts to blame me. So a big round of applause to him. And every day, whenever I have a meeting or any connect, even for 1 minute, I put the point in my mind that I have to appreciate him. I have to love him so that I can work in peace for the rest of the 8 hours or 10 hours. Thank you so much.
When we started, I thought it was not such a easy topic, and it started so quickly. But the way you progressed and sarcastically you did appreciate it. So yeah, it was really great. Yeah, so that transition was great. So Toastmaster now. So genuine appreciation for a stranger.
All of us needs appreciation. It boosts our confidence. It releases the positive vibes. And moreover, it doesn't cost anything. But it has been found we are more appreciative of others when it comes to our close family members, we generally take them for granted. That's a general perception that is happening. But trust me, everyone needs appreciation over there. And if in a situation like this, if I encounter some stranger over here and he helps me in some way or not, not an appreciation, but we can, facilitate his ask. We can guide him properly. And trust me, from the heart, he will be thankful to me. That is the least we can do without spending a penny. For everything helping others, we don't need, to go extra mile. There are certain things we have inherently that we can imbibe that really show appreciations for the others, and it will give good feelings to yourself. You have done something right, and to others as well.
Okay, yeah. Thank you very much. So, yeah, this was also the most difficult topic, and I'll explain you the reason. And I have specifically kept it for Toastmaster Anurag because of his ability. Because when you get such a topic, the first thing is you have to think about who is a stranger. Before appreciating him or thinking about his qualities, you have to bring in your mind like who is the stranger. There are so many, but who is that one where I can appreciate him? But I think you did it really well, Toastmaster and all. Yeah, we can do one more. Yeah, sure. So Toastmaster Pratish, genuine appreciation for your past decision. Genuine appreciation for your past decision. Toastmaster Pratish.
It was a decision which I made in December previous year was to join a Toastmaster club. Here I discovered my humorous side. As a student who was always serious, as someone who went through depression episodes during the childhood, during the adolescence. So this opportunity, this platform gave me an opportunity to open and understand my new side of myself. So that's all I would say. I think that was my right decision, and would like to continue myself to come regularly and to be a regular part of it, and learn more and more from people, and to make it a best decision of my life.
Thank you so much. It's the smartness of a lawyer, like who bring in the decision to everyone who can relate to with all the Toastmasters. So anyone left like who would like to come? So I think Toastmasters all would be what they have. So Toastmasters all. The topic is genuine appreciation for your mentor. Mentor or teacher. Genuine appreciation for mentor. Toastmasters. Yeah.
Okay. Mentor, right?
Yeah. It can be mentor, it can be teacher, it can be anyone who has.
Oh. Okay, let's start. From childhood till my career, I meet a lot of mentors, and I'm very lucky. I was very lucky. I meet a lot of mentors which are pushing me and always support me and tell me and always tell me that it's okay, sort of, you don't have communication skills like this, but don't think so much. Just do your work and put your hard work. Definitely, it will work. They never they never ashame me. They never defame me. Just always pushing me. Do it, sort of. It's okay. It's okay. Do it. I think that's it.
Thank you, Toastmaster. So Toastmasters, all of it was a short and a wonderful speech. So yeah. So I think we are done with everyone. So I just want to, lastly appreciate. I think I left Toastmaster Anurag, but he's one of the Toastmaster. I heard him like in the previous speech that he has given. And I could not imagine myself the way he has related all the humor. He has delivered that speech, relating it to his personal life and making it felt across audience was really wonderful. And today also, like, he has chosen a topic which is both technical and something everyone can relate to. So I think it's a wonderful quality, to having to, when we are presenting, having it to relate with others. So I think that's a big quality. And I hope that, this last 20-30 minute session would help us to increase some of our blood. Everyone likes appreciation. So yeah, thank you so much. That's so team would be on the
So you have, I think, appreciated me a lot. This is getting me too short to go. So finally, guys, before we close our theme for today, Einstein once said, compounding is the eighth wonder of the world. If you when you go home today, just play around with this grow, strip, give different combinations over there. The amount that you will see, it will definitely blow all of us mind. That's why at that point of time, he said compounding is the eighth wonder of the world. Compounding doesn't only works in the financial matters. Every time you come on the stage, it's okay, appreciating you are coming over there on Saturday, you are attending the meetings. But when you come on the stage now, it will compound your confidence many folds over there. And the next section where we are following over here, that's the evaluation section. If you work on it, then definitely take your communication to a very different level. So with this, I can conclude my theme for the day. Now let's call the last section of today's meeting, that is the evaluation phase. For this, let me call our general evaluator of the day, Toastmaster Vishal.
Thank you, Toastmaster Anurag. And thank you so much. I'll also show my appreciation for wearing so many hats today for the TMOD, for the evaluator. So thank you so much for taking on the roles. All right, we had 2 prepared speeches for today. So let's start with the evaluation of the prepared speeches. And then we will look at the evaluation by my tag team, and then I'll present my report as well. So starting with Toastmaster Pritish, I would like to call on his evaluator on the stage, Toastmaster Shivam. A good round of applause for Toastmaster.
I was once told by my mentor to use props to illustrate my words, but I couldn't find much examples around me. But now I have one. We have one. Toastmaster Pritish has set a benchmark when it comes to deliver a humorous speech with full of props. There are a lot of areas to highlight over. His speech starts by changing the environment, the atmosphere of this room, by murmuring this entry song of the hero Pathan. His creativity was structured and delivered via role-playing manner. Sometimes we felt like we were in a set of a movie. He illustrated his acts by role-playing, playing as if he was Don, playing as he was Pathan, playing as he was Roma. Overall, the speech was hilarious and humorous. The utilization of props to empower his speech was something that was throughout the flow of the speech. This was a kind of example is set that props can be utilized. Some takeaways from my side would be to add more context in the session, because while there was a transition from one scene to another, this was not as streamlined from the perspective of the audience. Sometimes it felt like a random act being played. So context could be added, and this could be added via role playing as well as via words, via some you can say narration. Overall, I would say the speech was fabulous. It actually changed the atmosphere of the room, and that's all from my side. Back to you, the general authority.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Shivam, for that comprehensive report. You know, we use words like lol, ruffle a lot in our life, but sometimes I feel that we overuse it. When I was hearing Toastmasters Pritish's speech today, ruffle was coming to my mind. I mean, I was literally laughing on my chair. I don't remember the last time I was having such a blast hearing somebody's speech, but because we are in Toastmasters, I was not supposed to do it, but absolutely loved your speech, Pritish. I think you might have a great career in theaters as well. If someday you decide to, ditch your career in legal and as a lawyer. So great job. Moving on, the second speech was for Toastmaster Ashish, and he is not here, but I would like to invite his evaluator, Toastmaster Anurag.
The target speaker is not there anyways. I wish if I could speak like him. I love his speech. The things that really strike me I know it was an impromptu speech. He was not prepared for it, but the moment he sees the slot is available, he voluntarily picked this up. Guys, this needs a lot of confidence. We cannot speak even for a minute or two, but he has given a whole speech. The impromptuness. Secondly, throughout the speech, he looked very excited. His body language, everything was looking very impromptu over here. Particularly when he talked about how his failed, math student turned into a rank holder. His body, he was moving from here to here. The action was clearly reflecting was there. Clearly reflecting was there. And the third point that I like the most, the learning, the message that comes out of it. Whenever we are going for something, always the end goal was in our mind. For example, he related it for his talk. For example, don't look for the trophy, look for your storytelling. You are going in the stage to tell your story. Don't look at the end goal. And it will definitely help you to sail through that journey. It was exciting, body language was there, impromptu, and the message that are coming out there, it was great work. But still few things that can take this, speech to a next level. The one thing that I have noticed over here, the speech looked, charged throughout. The tonality was throughout the same. I was feeling somewhere there was, some moments where you could a little bit lower down your tone and then taking it to the next level. That can be incorporated. Secondly, when I think he was, dedicating the goals by fingers first, second, third, fourth, somewhere he was looking down on the paper. I can understand it was an impromptu speech. He might have to look up the, bullet points over there, but that can be, that things can be incorporated. So overall, it was a great speech. It was impromptu. It was excited. Body language was reflecting over there, and it had a great message for the audience. Just work on your story. Don't work on the end goals and rewards part of it. That will automatically come. If you are doing it, full honesty and integrity over here. And finally, the spot for us, if you like something that can turn you from the math failure to a rank holder. And that I know you all, a motivation for all. Over to you.
Thank you so much, Anurag, for that comprehensive evaluation. And yeah, I think it was a great speech since we did not have a lot of speakers today. Ashish volunteered to deliver a speech impromptu, and we all saw the tremendous job that he did, even in doing something right before the meeting. All right, so since we are done with the prepared speeches evaluation, I would like to call on my tag team now for their report. First of all, I would like to call Toastmaster Saurabh.
Hey guys, one back again with my detailed report. For first section, the prepared speeches. Toastmaster British, you took 11 minutes and 10 seconds, but the speech contained all the flavors and aromas, and I feel it. Nice, it's a great job, man. And Toastmaster Ashish, Ashish, I think not there. He took 6 minutes 58 seconds. And for the second section, table topic sections, Toastmaster Vishal, you took 2 minutes 31 seconds. Toastmaster Vivek, you took 1 minute 37 seconds. Guest Bharti, you took 1 minute 56 seconds. Guest Siddharth, you took 1 minute 34 seconds. Toastmaster Shivam, you took 3 minutes 23 seconds. Toastmaster Dikshita, you took 1 minute 33 seconds. Toastmaster Anurag, you took 1 minute 4 seconds. Toastmaster Pritesh, 56 seconds. And Toastmaster Saurabh, it's me, only take 44 seconds. For regulators, the Toastmaster Shivam, you took 2 minutes 36 seconds. Toastmaster Anurag, you took 2 minutes 31 seconds. Over to you, gentlemen.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Saurabh, for your comprehensive report. You have become pro in measuring time for everybody else. And that shows in your behavior as well. You are the first person who comes to the meeting. So yeah, you are actually living the roles that you play. So great job done. Now I would like to call the next tag team member, which is our debutant counter for today, Toastmaster Vivek.
So hi everyone, here's my counter report for today's meeting. So Dikshita used filler words 2 times, Vishal used 3 times, Sitish used 3 times. Shivam used filler word more than 5 times. Anurag used multiple times, around more than 5 times. Siddharth and Bharati used more than 5 times. So basically, let me take over. So you have used so many times. Bharat, Rhythm used more than 5 times. Again, so or like. Saurabh used 5 times. And a special mention to Ashish, who has used no filler words today. So yeah. So I would like to remind yourself that I think whenever you are using filler words, you should use silence because silence is not a weakness and it can impact your words more. So thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Vivek. You mentioned about silence. It took me back to my school days where our school mandated us to write one code for every single day. And there were 2 or 3 codes which I used to repeat every single day. Time and tide wait for none. To error is human, to forgive divine. And the third one was speech is silver, but silence is gold. So yeah, I mean there is no harm in taking a pause. We feel that it's uncomfortable if we take a pause, and that's why we try to fill that gap. But as you rightly mentioned, it's important to take a pause, let audience also, assimilate what you have been speaking on the stage. So that's a really good, I think, improvement point for everybody. Now, I would like to call the third role player for my team, which is the grammarian Toastmaster Dikshita.
Hi, everybody, and thank you so much because today I didn't have much more to do. And yeah, but basically, I just apologies because I think I have given the word and today nobody used and it was not easy. I think I didn't add to the meeting, so next time definitely I'll give it easy one. Okay. And let me just share the report. That there are few things I really liked about it. That uses of words and the sentences like dingy tuition room, little sparks of inner inspiration, ponder upon, likability, people crave for genuine appreciation. In a nutshell, word like persistent use by our guest speaker Gayatri, body language, defame, spelling, penning. The few not good usage I like to highlight is like going more ahead in life. It can be used like going ahead in life instead of using the word more. Okay. Second, I'd like to highlight that I can have a professional, he's my professional consultancy. The person could have reframed that sentence in like, I can have a professional talk with him. And someone mentioned that he cools me down, or like you can use it in a better way, like he mellows me down. That's all I have for the report. Thank you so much.
I think that was last contribution. Thank you, Toastmaster Dikshita. Now, I will present my report for the general evaluator. I think we are doing very good on time today. So, Saurabh, kudos to you for keeping us on time. All right. So, we started the meeting today on time. I think we started at around 11:31 or 11:32. That's fine. That's totally within the standard time of 11:30. And a huge shout out to Saurabh, Rhythm, Vivek, and Shivam, who came here before time and made all the logistics arrangement. So yeah, I love it. Toastmaster Saurabh, who again is wearing multiple hats today. He was the sergeant at arms. So he was on the stage and he rightly explained the mission, the purpose of Toastmasters and why we are here today. So great job done in that, Saurabh. One thing I would recommend you to do it is, since it's a standard script, so maybe try to practice it offline at your home, look in the mirror, or try to deliver it once or twice so that you become more comfortable with the script and what you have to say. So I think that's the one thing which would be really helpful. And also when you come on stage, just relax for a second. When you are on the stage, it's not a mandate that you have to immediately start speaking. Maybe try to familiarize yourself with the surrounding. Just come here, take 1 or 2 deep breaths. And yeah, and I as well, yeah. Remember my last speech, right? So just, I mean, this is a very safe space, Just relax. There is nobody here to judge anybody. Just relax, and once you feel that you are comfortable, let the other person know that, yeah, now we can start. Okay. But yeah, great job done. You set the tone of the meeting in a perfect way. We could not have asked for anything better than that. Then our presiding officer for today, Toastmaster Dikshita, she addressed everybody in the meeting who joined. We did not have any guest initially, so there was no time for guest introduction. But Dikshita, I think, again, set the good tempo for the entire meeting. Coming on to the TMOD, Toastmaster Anurag, who again has been wearing multiple hats today. He not only multiple hats, he has changed multiple seats as well. He was here that seat, and then he moved to that seat, and then he moved to this seat. So great job done, Anurag. First of all, I think yes, absolutely. That lived like Anurag. You lived up by your topic. I think it's a very interesting topic, compounding. We all know the benefits of compounding, and you chose the topic, which is a mix of, let's say, technical as well as a very practical and relatable topic. I think everybody here in the audience today can relate about the topic. And also, I love the fact that you actually showed a demo, because again, like, I'm a very visual person. If I see something through my eyes, that's going to create 10 times more impact for me than what I'm hearing through my ear. So I think the demo that you gave was really wonderful. Few things which I would recommend to you is that maybe it's good to write the topic here on the board. I think because when a speaker is here on the stage, yes, you look at the speaker, but there are some instances where your eyes, deviate from the speaker. You look like this, etc. If a theme is written on the board, I think everybody in the audience resonates with the topic more. They understand what we are talking about. So yeah, I think that would be a good thing to do. Also, I think you could have shared some personal story. Maybe like what has compounding helped you, not only on the aspect of finance, but also in terms of small micro habits that you have developed. And also, it would be good to engage audience, like ask audience about their experience, something, let's say they have started doing 5 years ago, 1 year ago, 1 month ago, what are the benefits that they have experienced so far, and why, like, from practical experience, we feel that compounding has a good effect. And lastly, I think you concluded everything very nicely with the key takeaways of why we want to, why we should focus on compounding, what are the benefits. And you also gave a call to action that once we go back to our home, what we need to do. So I think overall, you have chosen a very great, good topic. And yeah, it was great. I really like this. Now, moving on to table topics. So first of all, Toastmasterism is the first time you took this role. Absolutely nailed it. I think when you came on the stage, you explained your journey. That was really good. I mean, we have 2 new guests as well. So it was great to share what your experience and what your learning has been so far. You introduced your role as well as the theme with a very good backstory. I mean, it was not simply that I'm a table topic master, I'll give you a topic, you start speaking. You actually backed up with a story why it's important. You asked audience that when we talk to someone, and what are the key things that, let's say, shapes our conversation. So I think that was a great context setting. After every topic and every speaker, once they have completed speaking about their topic, you also added some points from your end. And I think that's actually one of the very underrated, fact about table topics. It's good that you have given a topic to somebody, but like, your job does not end only there. You also added your 2 cents about how the speaker performed, what they could have, let's say, done better, things like that. But you did not end it only after they have spoken. So absolutely love that fact. Great job. And last but not the least, the choice of your topics. I think the topics were so relatable and so easy because when we think about table topics, we think of it as a very daunting task that, okay, I have to come on speech on the stage. I don't know what topic I'll get. There was a sense of familiarity that people knew that we are going to get a topic about appreciation and the appreciation of friends, the appreciation of family members. Those were some really nice topics. So I think great job done. You perfectly embodied the essence of table topics that make it comfortable so that next time people don't think twice about coming on the stage. So a great job done. In terms of all the speakers, I think I don't have a lot of feedback, but maybe just one or two liners. So I was the speaker one, and then speaker two was Toastmaster Vivek. He got the topic of genuine appreciation for our manager. So I think, yeah, Vivek, you started well. You talked about the importance of the managers, etc. I think if you can share a personal story, that would be great. That this was one time where, let's say, I recognize my manager in front of 3 people, 5 people, etc. That would resonate more with the audience. That's the only thing. Then third speaker was guest Bharti. Your topic was genuine appreciation for our best friend. I really loved your story. I mean, you kind of you spoke from your heart about how yours and Siddharth's journey has been. So absolutely love it. And this is the first time you came on the stage. You are a very confident speaker. Like you did not look nervous. When I came to stage on the first time, I was like fidgeting, doing something with my hand, but you were very relaxed. So I think great job done. Speaker 4 was again guest Siddharth. Again, Siddharth, thanks for coming on the stage. It takes a gut to, come on the stage for the first time when you are in the meeting. Your topic was genuine appreciation for family member. I love the take that you took on the topic about how your Mamaji has been your best pal to talk about your work. And one thing which I really like about you is your smiling face. Like when you were on the stage, again, I mean, you were smiling throughout. It's fine. Sometimes what we speak, yes, it matters, but it may be 60 to 70% or even more less than that. But how comfortable you are on the stage, are people looking at you because you have a nice smile, you are being very good on stage, you tick that box. So a great job done there. Then speaker 5, Toastmaster Shivam. Probably the most interesting topic that you got was genuine appreciation for any Toastmaster. And when you came on the stage, I was thinking that if I would have got this topic, who I would have picked? I would have maybe picked, let's say, Dikshita, Ashish, or somebody else. But the take that you took on the topic was incredible. I mean, you kind of flipped the entire narrative that no, it's not about one Toastmaster. You started with everyone, with Dikshita, from me, from Anurag, Saurabh, and everybody else. So absolutely love the way you pivoted things. So great job. Then to speaker 6 was Toastmaster Dikshita, who spoke about the genuine appreciation for the enemy. I think, again, it was also one of the difficult topics, but the way Dikshita, you spoke about the good qualities of your enemy. I think that was a great pivot. I mean, every cloud is a silver lining. So I'm glad that you are looking at the silver lining. So great job done. Then speaker 7, our most, informed or the most, what should I call, dexteristic speaker, Toastmaster Anurag. He came on the stage. I think Anurag probably did not spoke for maybe 2 minutes, but the time that he was on the stage, he showed why he's like one of the best table topics. The way you speak in general and the way you use your body language, Anurag, I think that was great. Nothing to add from my end. Then Toastmaster Pritish, you got the topic genuine appreciation for your past decision. Great job done, but I would recommend to take the full time. I mean, I think I have seen that in the previous Toastmaster table topic section as well. You generally like to save time. So don't do that. If you are on the stage, there is no harm in taking time and then start speaking. Like the idea is not that once once you are given a topic, you have to start speaking. Okay. So take some time, and even if you, let's say, have something to say, you have spoken about it, you can still take time to maybe think of something else. But if you have 2 minutes, like try to leverage it. Don't leave this opportunity of leaving the stage. Then I would say the same thing for the last speaker as well, Toastmaster Saurabh. Again, when you are on the stage, take your time. Like there is nobody, I mean, nobody's pushing us to go on the stage. Take your time. If you have, let's say, if things are not coming to your mind at the same moment, take time and then you can speak about it. Then for our prepared speakers, I think nothing to add. Shivam, you and Anurag both used CRC approach. So overall, it was good. One thing, Shivam, which I would add is that maybe you can touch on some non-verbal gestures for the speaker. Let's say in terms of eye contact, in terms of voice modulation, clarity of words. If you can maybe divide the feedback into a little bit of verbal versus non-verbal gesture. I think that's the only thing. But yeah, you highlighted well about how Pritish used the props. So great job done. Anurag, no feedback for you. I think you followed the right approach. Then for the timer, again, I think I don't have any feedback. So now the pro in picking this role, you can probably ask him to do it in his sleep. And I think he will do it that time as well. For the R counter, this is the first time that you took this role, Vivek. So thank you first of all for taking this role. One thing which we do as a part of R counter is we also note down the filler words that the speaker are using. So apart from, let's say, looking at that Vishal used filler words 5 times, what would help Vishal will be that you are using more than so, etc., etc. So I think if you give that feedback, that people will know that which are the areas they want to improve on. That's the only thing. But overall, great job done. And Toastmaster Dikshita, who was the grammarian, I think the same thing which I mentioned to Anurag was maybe the word and idiom. Like I really love the way the word and the idiom that we chose for today. Those are actually simple words, not very difficult. But again, I mean, we have a lot of space. So maybe just write word of the day with a different color and idiom of the day so that people who are sitting there, it resonates with them. So I think overall it was a great meeting and thank you everybody for turning up for the meeting. Now I would like to invite our presiding officer.
Thank you, Toastmaster Vishal, for the comprehensive report, and big thank you to all of you for making this a successful meeting on a Saturday morning. Let's make it Saturday afternoon now. And the voting link has been shared in the guest group. Please vote for your favorite role players. And meanwhile, we'll take the feedback from our guests, starting with Toastmaster, guest guide reader. You want to say something from the last
Just to give for the feedback process, I'll just point out the thing. This is I felt it very a safe space. I don't need to hesitate or I don't need to feel that you are doing so good and not doing so good right now. I mean, I'll do my know, and this is a very safe space for me. And I like the environment. I mean, you guys are so genuinely appreciating as you choose the topic. And the environment is very, very positive and calm. I mean, the pace outside of this room is very fast. So the pace, the learning pace here, and how you are pointing out, not in a way that you are doing it wrong. No, you can do it in this way. So that approach is very, very good in this kind of environment where everyone is trying to point you out on your mistakes in a very negative manner that can lead to or that can lower your morale at any point of time. And this is actually the very right kind of place that I was looking for. So I'll surely continue with this.
Thank you so much.
So for me, it was a wonderful experience for today. What I thought it would be, it's very different. So initially, I thought it would be a team of 30 people. Like what I heard from my cousin sister, they said that there are a team of 30 people. So I was very nervous, how I'll be able to speak in front of 30 people. But I think that this is a perfect, group, like a 10 or 12 people. I think so. Initially, speaking in front of 10, 12 people is a wonderful thing. And I really liked Rhythm's speech. So how he appreciated, whenever any person, ended his speech, so how he appreciated that. So I really liked his. So yeah, so no specific feedback. So it was a great, session for me. So I initially thought it would be a boring thing, like person will come, he'll deliver his speech. But I think so the way that he was evaluating everyone, and he was noting the time, and you were, grammatically you were correcting. So I think so it is a very a good thing. Like everyone is contributing something or the other. So I really enjoyed this, and hopefully, like I'm also planning to continue with this. So let's. I think so. We'll meet next week, next Saturday on this. So yeah.
Thank you so much, Bharti and Siddharth, for attending the session today. And let's see who's our favorite players today. And
I think her name is wrongly mentioned here.
Gayatri,
Bharti.
Bharti.
Here, Gayatri is okay. Okay. Chalo, keep on.
And Vineet is Vivek. I'm so sorry. Twice, I think. I'm sorry for correcting you. We need one more response. Dawn.
Nitish A.R. Rahman wants to contact you for the background music.
And just for the information, right now it's a hybrid club. Okay, so that's why you could see just 10 to 12 people, but it's also like in total we have 30 members.
Yeah.
It's like they join online, offline.
And at times we have to get stools from outside as well when the room is more jam-packed than what it is today.
So I have got all the votes. So the best prepared speaker, Ashish, and Toastmaster Pratish. And we can click a picture, and we are tuning also. Thank you. Congratulations.
Good job.
Best odds role player, timer Saurav, accounter Vivek, grammarian Dikshita. The tie between Dikshita and Saurav, and vote, and the award goes to Saurav.
Second task, no?
Role player, team on Anurag, Toastmaster Anurag, generous evaluator Toastmaster Vishal, and table topic master Toastmaster Rizal. Toastmaster Anurag. Congratulations, Anurag. Best prepared speech evaluator, Toastmaster Shivam and Toastmaster Anurag.
Shivam and Anurag. Now you can
Last, best table topic speakers, Toastmaster Anurag, Toastmaster Siddharth, guest Siddharth, guest Bharti, Toastmaster Vishal, Toastmaster Shivam, Toastmaster Dikshita, Toastmaster Pritish, Toastmaster Saurabh, Toastmaster Vivek. Yeah.
I don't know. Left and right are done. Become a different pose.
Toastmaster Dikshita. That today's was debut by Rhythm and Vivek. Okay. And thank you so much. I really like the way actually because in table topics, what we do is basically provide a topic and the person has to speak for 1-2 minutes. But today he actually changed the entire part of table topic. He made it more appreciation type of thing. So it was really good. So big round of applause for Rhythm. And technically I have to appreciate Vivek because he took up the role at the last minute because he came here and he had no idea that he has to take up a role. And suddenly one of the member has to back off due to some personal reason. So he took up the role. Thank you so much. Saurabh, who's been taking up the star role, who's been taking up like very multiple hats, and you're actually doing a good job. Thank you, everybody. I'll be sharing the agenda for the next week. But next week, it might be an informal meeting where we'll meet out outside, like not here. Maybe we have a different plan and just might go out, but I'll just post everything in the our group. And the guest
It's a very interesting venue. Okay, so don't think that
Yeah.
you're not meeting here, so you can skip the next one.
No.
Trust us. It's going to be a very interesting venue. It's going to be a
Nothing. It will be very interesting. We'll make it fun. And we'll post everything in the guest group also. Okay. Thank you so much. And the meeting is adjourned. Group photo, yeah. I'll
we can take
stop this.
nobody's like